Are you ready?
A Shot of Wrestling, episode 263. And away we go.
Break your damn shot, boy. Is that the best that you got? We about to go live. Are you ready to rock? So take a shot. Oh, so take a shot. Oh, yeah. I'm a street breaker. I'm a heartbreaker. This is my dawn. I'm Ramon Razor. Strict man, nature boy. About to seek and destroy. It's an SOW. Let me hear you make noise. Take a shot, boy. Is that the best that you got? We about to go live. Are you ready to rock? So take a shot.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of A Shot of Wrestling. I'm your host at Michael J. Putty. We are back. And who else is back? Marcus Schwann. Marcus, welcome back, man.
I am back, baby. Hollywood is back. A hero's welcome.
It's a self-clap.
A hero's welcome.
Clapping for himself here.
Damn, it feels good.
I bet it does, man.
I am refreshed. I feel great. I needed this vacation. I needed this break.
You have something to say to me?
No, I just in general.
No, you have something to say to me.
No, not from you.
No, I'm saying you have something to say to me.
Not for listen. Even when I'm not here, you still take your shots at me. I heard the last show.
So, exactly. You have something to say to me? 2 words. Thank you.
Thank you for what?
You are welcome, my friend.
Oh, stop.
You are welcome.
Stop.
Trying to get you out there. It was a heartfelt message. I broke kayfabe. I spoke from the heart, and I tried to get you some.
Kayfabe.
I just tried to get
you.
You
Why
are you yelling? Hold on. Yeah.
You were saying some nice things about me. I
heartfelt.
appreciate it. And then you go right into that. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Well, I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm trying to do you a favor. I know you want to be in the musical at least once.
Les Mis. That's always been my goal. But like, I know it's not a feasible goal because I'm tone deaf.
Again, can't. It's a cancer of happening.
Okay, there we go. Anyway, Putty, I just want to talk about this. I came back from Nashville.
Yes, okay.
Right? You know, I don't normally do this.
Okay.
You know, you asked me for like a souvenir.
I did.
I don't do this at all because I don't like souvenirs.
Okay.
So I don't like giving them out.
Okay.
But
okay.
I made sure to go out my way to get something for you because I do love you, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
I do love you.
So give me a minute. I have to delete all the shit I was going to talk to you about for not getting me a souvenir. Hold on.
I knew it. I also knew it. I knew you didn't think I would get you one.
No, I didn't think you would.
Open the back.
Oh, no. This is going to be like a shitty thing, isn't it? You're being a dick, isn't it?
Could it be?
Nicely wrapped in a plastic fucking bag.
Yeah, there you go. I don't
Wrapped in
wrap.
paper?
I don't wrap.
Receipt? How much
What?
do I mean to you? How much do I mean to you?
Put that away.
This is terrible radio.
Ba-ba-da-dum. You need some music here.
I'll probably edit in post.
Okay.
Okay, sweet. Shot glass. And shape of cowboy
There you
boot.
go.
Wow. You pulled through, Marcus.
You like it?
And the price tag's still on here. Jesus.
Shut the fuck up. Is it?
Do you know how to do anything?
Is it really still on here?
Wow.
Oh, that sucks.
I was totally ready to fucking give you this, rake you over the coals.
There's nothing else in there.
There
There's
is?
nothing else in there. Wait, is that my wife's stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, you put that back.
So I'm going to pay a visit to some school. I need a wig.
Don't be creepy.
That did come a little creepy, didn't it?
That came off so creepy.
Hey, girls. You want to play volleyball?
Oh, she coaches soccer, Dick.
I can't wait to take the break and get the fill us with the... Because this is a huge shot glass, too.
It is, and it's in the shape of a boot.
Yeah, Das Boot.
That's why I thought it was cool. And it blatantly had, like, Nashville. So I stopped originally...
Home of country music, which I'm a big fan of, too. Awesome.
Originally, I stopped by Blake Shelton's place, right?
Okay, yeah.
I forget it's called Big Old Red or something like that. Yeah. Stopped by there. I was going to get you something over there, but it didn't really scream Nashville. His stuff was just like the logo of the place. I was like, I can't get him that. It's got to be something like
that sucks.
Blatantly Nashville. You know what I mean?
Right, awesome. Well, you pulled through, Marcus.
Ah, yes. He likes it.
I did something nice for you. You did something nice for me.
Oh, well.
Now we're even.
Are we?
So how was Nashville, my friend?
Oh, my God. It was epic. It was one of the coolest, most fun cities that I've been to.
It looks cool.
Oh.
My mother used to travel for work, and she's a big country music fan. Mm-hmm. And she hated Nashville, though. She said it was so slow, so boring, nothing to do there. I'm like,
how long ago was it?
Years ago.
Okay, so apparently
I'm like,
it's
did
changed.
you go to, like, Nashville?
So I was talking to some locals over there, and they said it's changed quite a bit. Like, when I first got there, like, I didn't get the vibe of a city. It felt kind of like a little bit like Yonkers, maybe, or maybe like actually a little bit more of Astoria. You know, had that kind of vibe. But there's this one block, you know, Broadway. Oh, my God. Nothing but, like, live music every place you walk by.
Can you drink in the streets there?
You know, I really don't know. I only spent, like, so much time in Broadway. It seems like, so I went for 4th of July weekend, and apparently it's the biggest 4th of July celebration in the United States. I kind of believe it.
Second biggest.
I kind of believe it, dude. I was on the rooftop. I got to show you this video later. The most epic fireworks show I've ever seen live. It was incredible.
Because I've seen pictures and seen some videos of Nashville, but one of my key memories of Nashville, memories is the wrong word, but when they did the draft live, right on Broadway.
Right.
And just a whole row of bars and restaurants.
Oh, my God.
Like, this seems awesome.
It was so cool. It experienced not just that, but you know, I was talking to some locals. They told me where to go, some cool spots that not necessarily a lot of tourists go.
That's the way to do it. That's what Green Man should do when we go to WrestleMania trips. He doesn't want to go to the touristy stuff.
Yeah,
they look for like the local spots.
Because apparently Broadway is like the Times Square of Nashville, so they all try to stay away from that.
That makes sense,
right? So you know, I hit up Midtown. I did the Nashville Hot Chicken Fest.
Okay,
which was ridiculously good,
and the food was
amazing.
Barbecue, right?
It was a lot of barbecue stuff, a lot of hot foods. No joke, man. Like, I went to the listening room. That was another cool place where a lot of people are discovered over there.
Okay,
like, songwriters and whatnot. So it's another place. Like, I was talking again to locals, and they were just like, "Dude, you're doing Tennessee right now. Like, that's the place to go to." A friend of mine recommended.
What is it? A restaurant? Is it a bar?
The listening room. It's kind of like a concert place. You have the original songwriters singing their tunes over there, and there's food, there's drinks there. It's an 1.5-hour show. I'm not a country music fan by any means, but I have a deep appreciation for it right now.
Nice.
It was just seriously, man, exactly what the doctor ordered. I needed a nice trip away after all of COVID, after being holed up for a 1.5 years. Went to Lake George right before that too. It's just.
For a bachelor party, how was that?
It was a joint bachelor party, so it was fantastic, man. It was just hanging out with old friends by the lake, drinking a lot of alcohol there, playing some beer games. Played something called musical chair flip cup.
I think I've heard of this, but I don't know the concept.
Oh, it was great. So it's like musical chairs. So you're going around a table, right? Music stops.
Oh, yeah, they did on the Tonight Show. Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah.
So then you have to, drink a beer, flip the cup, and then these chairs are scattered throughout the backyard.
There's something different. Okay.
And exactly musical chairs, you have to like run then to the seat. Last one up is out.
Wow, that's nuts.
Oh, dude, it was a lot of fun.
You ever play Survivor Flip Cup?
Yeah, that's hardcore.
Oh my God! First of all, the first time I played it, fucking a good friend of yours, Green Man, and his friends conspired against me. I was the only one who got it in the first flip, yet I got voted off?
What? Why?
Because him and his pledge brothers were voting against me, some sort of stupid shit conspiracy theorist. Conspiring bitches. The next game, I was a sole survivor. So I played how many things of beer that I had a drink in that one little game, and I got so fucked up.
Oh my God. Speaking of Green Man, where is he? He's got nowhere to be. He's injured.
He's injured. He's hopped up still.
Oh.
That's right. Last time he was on the show, he talked about his surgery. His surgery went well. He just talked to him today. He's taking it day by day. Still with some pain, discomfort. I'm sure he'll be back sooner rather than later, man. I mean, I think he wanted to give you the spotlight, and he knows how much you love the spotlight.
I mean, I do love the spotlight, but I love Green Man. I can share. I'm a team player.
Are you, though?
A little bit. A little bit.
Jury's still out on that.
Sometimes it could be a little Keyshawn Johnson, give me the damn ball, but...
Jets reference.
You know what I'm talking about.
Do you see any celebrities, any famous people that you would know? Because I know Aleister, whatever her name is, in WWE, was down there. My man Scott Stanford, some WWE people were down there.
Apparently, we were in the same part of town at around the same time, but we were not at the same spot at the same time.
I swear to God, I said, if I see Mark Schwann in one of these pictures or in the background, I'm fucking pissed.
I was looking for him. My friend of mine texted me, asking, "Hey man, like, I don't know, who's going to be out there right now." And he said what was up. I was like, "No way!" And at that point, I was like at the spot where like all the celebrities do hang out. Mm-hmm. I was a little bit earlier, though.
Of course.
So I probably just missed him.
Probably, man. Well, you seem relaxed. You seem energized.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel pumped. You seem like the same old.
Even worse.
Even worse.
Even worse.
Hard to imagine.
I know, right? But it happens. I need a vacation. I need to fucking get away for a couple days.
Dude, bro.
But my idea of just getting away is like Atlantic City. Like I need to go. I need to go where fancy. I don't need to go like the food or the nightlife. I just like a nice hotel, comfy bed. I can go downstairs, either get room service and then fucking go to the casino, walk the boardwalk. To me, that's just relax and get away. And it's easy because it's right here.
See,
quick jaunt over.
I was going to say, like, before Green Man got his accent, so, I was saying, like, we should do, like, a Shaw wrestling trip to Atlantic City, but, Abel's out. I'm still down to do it if you are.
I'm down, yeah.
Hit up Jimmy J. He's got some connects down there.
Oh, he does, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, right.
This is not out of the question. Let's put it that way.
Okay. I'm down to do so much more stuff right now. I need to, like, get out.
You're just going to have for 2 weekends in a row.
I know, but, like... I'm just hopped up in adrenaline right now. I just need to like do things. I've been holed up for a year and a half. You know how much I love to socialize with people. You know how much I love to get after it. A year and a half for me, like that's just. I feel like I was in jail pretty much.
So what's next on your destination list for you and your wife?
I'm going. Well, her family's got a place up a little bit north of Lake George. Doing that first week of August, and. Honestly, like I think I might go back to Nashville this time on a business trip. I made some connections out there while I was hanging out, and it actually kind of lines up with some things that I'm doing. So, going to go there, mingle with some people. Apparently, possibly for a Titans game as well. So,
sweet,
yeah,
okay.
So we shall see. We shall see. But
when's this?
What's that?
When is this?
Looking to go October. I'm eyeing the Titans-Bills game because it lines up exactly with what I'm doing.
Okay. Let me know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we shall see. That, my wife and I, we talk about, oh my God, what did she say? Lake Tahoe. That's another possible trip.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That seems like want for you.
I hear Lake Tahoe all the Taco.
I could go for it.
Yeah. I hear Lake Tahoe all the time. I know a lot of it's a popular celebrity destination. It's a rich, fancy place.
So yeah, there's that. We talk about maybe just do a quick weekend getaway to Maine during the fall.
Okay.
I keep on hearing Maine's beautiful.
I hear that too.
We shall see, man. Like, her and I, we made a pledge to start do more vacationing during our honeymoon, and then COVID happens. So, trying to live up to that promise.
Oh, that's right. Early July. It's your anniversary.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, actually, that's why I went to Tennessee.
2 years, right?
Thank you. Yes, 2 years.
I want to know if I was there. I wasn't invited. I heard stories about it.
Dick.
Anyway, hearing about stories, let's get into the news.
It's time for In the News with Michael J. Putty and Mark Schwab.
All right, during the break, Marcus, you showed me your little fireworks display that you saw.
It wasn't really so little.
And the last couple of years, around this time, I mentioned how much I hate 4th of July. It's my least favorite holiday. So fucking annoying. Not only all these fucking hotshot pyro guys who are setting off fireworks all throughout my fucking neighborhood, all I can hear until 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. Fireworks are just so boring. Like, they're fun for like the first 5 minutes. And I watch the Macy's thing every year because I'm a glutton for punishment. And then they start at 9:30 and it ends at 10 o'clock. I'm like, I'm done after 5 minutes. So Marcus, thank you for showing me your fireworks display that lasted 35 seconds. That's all I needed. It was perfect. It was perfect. Boom. Done. You showed me the ending. There's 1 million fireworks in the sky. It looked cool. It looked awesome. Boom. Done. That's how fireworks should be. So thank you. That's all I needed. Thank you.
Well, that's all I needed. I do have to tell you this. I agree with you. I'm not necessarily a fireworks person either.
Mm-hmm.
Never really was.
No.
My father-in-law, huge into fireworks. He lights them up every single year. He makes a show of it. But I have to say, man, being in Nashville, like, I had an incredible view, probably the best view in the city of this fireworks show that they had. It was epic because they used this year's and last year's fireworks combined. It was a half-hour show, And I was just blown away. I kept on saying, this is spectacular. This is spectacular. This is the most epic thing I've ever seen live. And it was. Because, like, you know, I was so close to it. Like, that video was, like, not zoomed in at all. It was, like, just, like, it was, like, right there.
It was cool because it wasn't, like, a grainy, like, shot from far away.
No.
Right there.
I hate that shit. Yeah, clear as day. You just, like, literally just felt the booming, too, on the rooftop.
Remember when I was a kid, my parents would take me to see the Macy's fireworks. But, like, here in Queens. Mm-hmm. Again, like, and I was a little kid, surrounded by all these people standing, and I felt the fireworks in my chest. Again, after 5 minutes, I'm like, how much longer is this? But my aunt and uncle on my father's side, my father's brother, their niece got married on the 4th of July.
Okay.
And in my father's sister-in-law's family, they own a restaurant on the river, on the water in Brooklyn.
Ooh, which one?
I'm going to tell you on the air.
Okay.
So for the 4th of July, they got married on the water, so we were right there for the 4th of July fireworks.
Oh, man, that's so cool.
So it's a beautiful view.
Yeah.
It was fucking amazing. The best 4th of July of my life.
Oh, my God.
Still bored after 5 minutes, but...
You know what I really want to do? Because I have no interest. I never have interest going to New York City for, like, big events like New Year's Eve or Thanksgiving or 4th of July. But the one thing I would do for 4th of July in New York City was I would love to be, like, go on a boat out there.
Yeah,
to watch the fireworks.
It's cool, yeah. I was right in the water. I could see one of the barges.
Yeah.
So I saw that, even the small one that you can't see too far away. Still, fucking 5 minutes, I was done. Can I go to the bar now? Get a drink?
Is it over yet?
Is it over yet?
Sucks.
What? There's 23 minutes left? Fucking hate 4th of July.
Sound like my dog.
On that happy note, let's get into the news.
Sure.
Did I say happy? I didn't mean happy. WWE announced this afternoon, Friday, that Bayley suffered an injury while training for her I Quit match against Bianca Belair for Money in the Bank. She is expected to miss 9 months. It was announced tonight Carmella will be replacing her on SmackDown, and for SmackDown in front of a live crowd. It's now reported she tore her ACL. It was noted that Bayley's knee popped while training in the ring. The injury is described as a freak accident that happened while chain wrestling with another star. Bayley was participating in mandatory training sessions that were set up so the wrestlers could prepare for the return to the road that we talked about a couple weeks ago.
I hear the inflection in your voice there in that one.
How big of a loss is this, not only to SmackDown, but the women's division in general?
Huge.
Huge
loss.
Oh, my God, man. This sucks.
And now, like, by the way, I saw the vignette for Toni Storm coming to SmackDown. Mm-hmm. Solid move there. Pump for her. I think she would fit in right well there. I think we're talking about Becky Lynch at one point. Like, where'd she go? It's got to be SmackDown now.
Now, fit right in.
Now it has to.
Huge void.
Bayley's going to be gone for the rest of the year.
I did the math, Marcus. You're impressed. I did some math in my head.
Okay.
Comes back April. 9 months away is April.
Wow.
What happens in April, Marcus?
WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
She'll probably be back like the Raw or SmackDown after Mania, though.
That makes more sense.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she can't really do it.
I was wondering, how do you return to WrestleMania unless you set up like some big mystery opponent or some sort of multi-woman match? But like what you're saying is much more sense.
Yeah. Makes way more sense. Especially from the live crowd. Be the first SmackDown or Raw after Mania. In front of a live crowd. Think about the pop she'd get. Or the boo she'd get. But, Bianca Belair brought up something interesting on SmackDown, which was talking about Bayley. She's saying, I'm not too sure if this is real or not. Do you catch that?
I was thinking the same thing. Because they weren't announcing the injury. They kept saying she's out with injury, but usually when someone's out with injury, they tell you what the fuck happened.
Right.
But they're not saying this with her.
Right.
Now they're giving you the amount of months she's missing, which is the exact opposite of what they normally do. So I thought the same thing for a second.
So is this a work?
I don't think so. I hope it is. You have to wake up damn early in the morning to fool me, and I'll be gladly admit that I was fooled here because I hope it is a work because I don't think they could afford losing her for 9 fucking months.
No.
But I don't think this is a...
Because, like, again, I mean, these promos, these are approved.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a chain of command that goes through. I don't think Bianca Belair is at that point yet where she can say whatever she wants. Most people aren't.
Maybe a lot of people thought the same thing.
What do you mean?
Maybe a lot of people took to the Twitterverse and like, this is fake, this is storyline. Anytime anybody gets hurt, I see on Twitter, people are like, this is fake. This is storyline. Right away, anyway.
But you necessarily hear someone on air be like, I don't know if this is real or not.
Mm-hmm. I did pick that up. I was thinking the same thing. But
like, I don't know. And is Bayley going to be completely off air? I mean, look at the Miz. Miz suffered a pretty bad injury too. Like, he's still doing Miz TV, whatnot. Could Bayley be like a third person on commentary with Pat McAfee and Michael Cole?
I hope so.
How awesome would that be?
I hope so. I mean, I hope so. That's all I can say.
Still doing Ding Dong Hello?
That'd be great. From the wheelchair, get a fancy wheelchair.
Like Britt Baker kind of did.
There you go.
Yeah.
Role model.
Right.
ROLL.
Britt Baker actually did send out a tweet for Bayley. Saw that.
That's nice. Yeah, so wish her all the best in her future endeavors. I'm a huge
future endeavors. Sounds like she's getting fired.
That's right. Yeah.
She's still
I'm
still employed.
With all the releases that the last couple of months, I'm so used to saying that. But I'm a huge Bayley fan, Marcus. I've been touting her praises for the last several years, especially she's been the MVP of this pandemic era. You have disagreed with me, and Bayley took to social media today to release a video they've played on Smackdown. Let's hear what she has to say.
I know what you're thinking, and you're thinking that this sucks. Because you wanted to see the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion in history regain what's rightfully hers. To walk into Money in the Bank and beat Bianca Belair once and for all. And take back my title. But now I'm hurt. And now that I think about it, that's not what you're thinking. You don't care at all. You don't care that I'm hurt, that I did this to get better for Money in the Bank, that I did this to be the best, that I did this for you. So this is all your fault. This is all your fault. And I don't give a damn who they put in my place because they're not as good as me.
So yeah, Marcus, it's all your fault.
My fault.
She's in ring training her ass off to impress people like you, her doubters, people who don't give her credit, people who are hating on her. And you hurt Bayley.
Whoa.
I could never forgive you for this.
Me.
She said it's all your fault.
Me.
She said it was all your fault.
Wait. This goes to show you never listen to me when I talk.
Do you listen to me when I talk?
All the time.
No, you don't.
All the time. I'm a great actor. Part of my job is listening.
So you're acting like I'm listening.
Part of my job is listening. So, Anywho, for how long have I said I was wrong about Bayley? I've been wrong about Bayley. Like she's performing a lot better now. She's consistent. Yada yada. Yeah. She's carrying the show. I've completely
maybe she
flipped.
didn't hear that. She didn't hear that part. Maybe
I've completely flipped and joined your side about Bayley. I love her.
I guess she didn't hear that part because she blamed you.
She didn't blame me.
She did.
She blamed.
How do you feel about yourself? How do you sleep at night knowing that you caused this injury to Bayley?
I mean, I'm going to sleep just fine because I didn't cause the injury to Bayley.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Marcus.
Give me more of these Bud Lights, yeah.
Okay. Some more Good Brothers whiskey?
That's good shit, by the way.
Very good shit.
Surprisingly so. I have actually low expectations for it, but it's...
Really? Why? Because it's whiskey or because it's the Good Brothers?
Because I don't necessarily know what type of pull the Good Brothers necessarily have, but yeah, they got some pull. It's good shit.
That's good shit.
That's some good shit.
So speedy recovery to Bayley. Like I said, the first thing I thought of too was hoping she's on TV in some capacity because I think they need her.
They have to. They have to.
She's too gold.
Can you picture her and Pat McAfee together in a commentary?
Busting Michael Cole's chops. That'd be great.
Oh, my God. By the way, Pat McAfee. I say it every week. I feel like he's just so damn good at what he does, man. A true natural.
I thought of you last week because we were off last week, but I was watching SmackDown last week, and all of a sudden Boogs and Nakamura are coming out. And all of a sudden I hear Michael Cole say, "What are you doing?" I'm like, what is he doing now? And he is fucking full on sitting on Michael Cole's head. I'm like, this guy's fucking awesome.
Do you see today with getting like the
pedicure?
The pedicure?
Yeah. With Big E. I'm like, what's that? What the hell is that association coming out? But it's great. It was just, he's amazing.
And then he's like barefoot on the table, just rocking out. I love him. His energy, there's no matching
infectious. It's great.
How
can you hate Pat McAfee?
I feel like he is single-handedly making that storyline with Baron Corbin.
You said that a couple weeks ago, and you're absolutely right.
Books, that's all Pat McAfee. He's completely put him over.
No, yeah, absolutely. Because I don't care about Boogs. But I want to see Boogs tonight to see Pat McAfee's reaction.
Right.
That's all I care about.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
And it's funny. So tonight was my first night watching SmackDown back home for a few weeks now since we came back here. And so my wife was watching with me. She sees Boogs. She's like, who the hell is this guy? I'm like, This is Boogs. He's amazing.
Shut up. Let me watch this.
Yeah. Like, wait for it. Wait for it. She's like, what are you talking about? And she hears Pat McAfee. Because I listen to Pat McAfee in the morning.
Yeah.
Right? My wife's a teacher, so now she's back home. She's home. So I listen in the morning when she's getting ready. And she's like, can you pause? This guy that you're listening to, he has so much energy.
Yeah.
It's early in the morning. What are you doing? How can you listen to this guy right now? Like, he gets me going. He gets me pumped.
Oh.
So she sees him on TV. She's like, him again? I thought he was a football guy. Much love to Pat McAfee. MVP.
And we're talking about SmackDown real quick before we get into TV. I don't watch it too often, but talking Smack, the relationship between Kayla and Paul Heyman.
Okay.
They're incredible together.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
anybody's incredible with Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
And Kayla is fucking amazing. But now, Pat McAfee's replacing Paul Heyman on Talking Smack.
I thought I saw a clip of that. So talk to me.
I haven't watched it, but he replaced Paul Heyman last week.
Why?
No one knew.
Okay.
But it came out this week. It's not a one-off. It's permanent.
Wow.
They wanted to limit Paul Heyman's interactions with other superstars. They want to keep him solely the Roman Reigns guy.
Got it. So creative. Got it. Okay.
So, and they replaced him with Pat McAfee.
Oh, my God.
I can't wait to watch this.
Oh, my God.
Can't wait. I hope they continue. There's rumors about Talking Smack and Raw Talk going away when they go back to live crowds. There's no way that can happen. They need to keep it going, especially with Pat McAfee now.
They have to keep it. Like, no joke. A lot of these guys and girls that go on there, their promos that they cut. Like, I wish that stuff was on the main show.
You mean like the Miz promo against Daniel Bryan on Talking Smack?
Oh my God!
That means
that was epic.
That's the most iconic one, and that's
why
we're talking about when they canceled them. Like, you're giving these guys extra time to cut promo, show their character. Why get rid of it? It makes no sense.
Like, that was trending.
Yeah,
like that was a thing.
People were still talking about it. I heard a couple months ago. Like,
we're still talking about it now.
Yeah, here we are.
Here we are.
So the fact that they're going in front of a live... Remember, they were in front of a live crowd when those shows started. They did it backstage post-show. They can easily do that again.
Totally.
So I'm a big fan of that. I hope they continue, but we'll tell them.
Ricochet actually had a good moment on there a couple months back. Peyton Royce had a moment. Unfortunately, that went nowhere.
Yeah, right quick.
Yeah. Quite a few people. Like, they were
actually
trending after. I think Cesaro had one as well.
That
eventually led to his push.
New Day had great promos.
New Day.
They paid honor to Brody Lee. Paul Heyman paid honor to New Jack. There's it's a lot of more personal. Seemed like it's off script.
And Paul Heyman, he's not doing a lot of speaking right now with Roman Reigns, but like on Talking Smack, he's able to shine a little bit more. He's actually able to give that rub to a lot of superstars. I remember when he was talking to Bianca Belair.
More character,
he was talking to Sasha Banks, like really putting them over.
Not only character, but like being that wrestling genius that he is, asking the right questions, pulling what he needs to get out of them. Yeah, he's great.
These shows are so important.
They are. That's what I hope they keep going. Just so stupid.
That would be such a bad move.
Yeah, huge. But anyway, quickly in other news, WWE announced the participants for the upcoming NXT Breakout Tournament. Carmelo Hayes, Trey Baxter, two guys we've seen several times on NXT.
Right.
So I guess they're the first, obviously, front runners. Then you have Andre Chase, Josh Briggs, Akeem Jiro, Odyssey Jones, great name, Duke Hudson, and of course, good friend of the shows, Joe Gacy.
Yes.
So good luck to him. I watched his match against Desmond Xavier, I think that's his name, on 205 Live to get into the tournament.
Okay.
Once I saw this guy, I see this guy in Raw, I see this guy in SmackDown, I see this guy in NXT. Commentary was praising this guy, his background. He's been on TV several times. I'm like, oh man, am I going to watch 205 Live for the first time to see Joe Gacy lose? Just the way the commentary is, the story they were telling.
Right.
And I was so happy to be wrong. I'm so happy to give the rub to Joe Gacy because I think I didn't need it because he's been on TV before.
Right.
So good luck to Joe Gacy. We've known him a long time as former BCW champion.
Former BCW. I've actually had interactions with him when Eric Jaden faced him at BCW.
It's cool to see a familiar face.
Got a chance to cut a promo against him, which was great.
He's cool to you, but it's fine.
Listen, man. We talked backstage before you. Cool dude. Nothing but love. Nothing but respect.
They were hyping the NXT Breakout Star Tournament from 2019. And I don't even know who won it because they were talking about everybody who's in it. What they're doing now. So I'm hoping, like I said, the Carmelo Hayes, Trey Baxter are doing a lot of stuff on TV before, in NXT especially. So I'm hoping Joe Gacy can either break out here. If he doesn't win, at least he breaks out. No, which is, I guess, the point of the
That's
tournament.
the thing with these things. Even like the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you know, just because you win it doesn't necessarily mean like you're going to get the shine. Like there have been plenty of people that didn't win it but had very, very good showing, and they go on to do great things for WWE or another promotion.
Yeah. So the thing, like I don't know too much about the tournament from 2019, but all the stars in that tournament are now huge. And all of them, most of them are huge now.
Right.
In NXT. So I'm hoping the best for Joe Gacy. Good luck, man.
Cheers to Joe Gacy.
Cheers. Let's drink to that.
Yes.
Cheers.
Speaking of indie talent shining through, do you see Lady Frost on Impact?
Impact? On TV?
Yeah.
Great segue to get this week's TV takedown.
It's time for this week's TV Takedown.
All right, Marcus, you brought it up first before we get to our own personal takedowns. Yeah, I saw Lady Frost on Impact. Been hearing a lot about her on social media, and now I know why.
She looks good, man.
She looked amazing. Great match with Deonna Purrazzo. Yeah, good for her, man. I hope this is not a one and done. I hope this is a frequent occurrence for her. See what happens.
I hope so too. She says like she's not signed anywhere right now, but listen, that was a great showcase for her. Like for any promotion that's watching, or even for Impact or whatever.
Yeah, try out.
This would be a great opportunity.
Yeah, it was great, man. It was good to see her. That's Lady Frost?
She was on AEW Dark at one point too, right? I think, or Elevation.
I think so. Yeah, one of those fucking shows. There's like a million AEW shows now. Good for her. Definitely good tryout. And if that was a tryout, she killed it. So best of luck to her.
That was a hell of an opportunity against Deonna Purrazzo, the Impact Women's Champion right there. We always say the face of Impact, if you will, and strong showing. So happy for her. She's going to get signed somewhere.
Oh, easily, especially after this showing.
Yeah.
So easily. I would just wonder where.
Right. I wonder where. I think Impact would be a good spot. I think they need women over there.
Yeah. A lot of their women now are tied up in the tag team division. So
right.
And Deonna Purrazzo even said it. She beat everybody. So
who do you think is going to be the mystery opponent?
I hate to fall into traps.
Yeah.
But I fell into this one, Mickie James.
Right.
They did the trash bag thing a couple weeks ago. And then right away they do a flashback clip featuring Mickie James.
But also Impact, they're pretty smart.
Also thought that too.
So I think right away, yeah, I was falling into the trap, Mickie James. I was falling into that trap. I think it could go one of two ways. It's going to be a WWE release, or maybe the return of Su Yung.
That's also thinking. An Impact this week they set out the return of Su Yung.
Right.
The only other big name, quote unquote big name that was released from the E, Chelsea Green.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. Chelsea Green.
She has a long history in Impact.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that would live up to the hype of mystery opponent.
Well, think about it. I mean, she was, like as you said, had a big Impact career.
But she's not on the same level of Mickie James, though. If Laurel Van Ness comes out, I'm like, oh, okay.
I don't know.
I don't think it's the same money power being a mystery opponent than Mickie James does. But again, like I thought Mickie James was too obvious. But then Su Young's also too obvious.
The problem is, Chelsea Green, I feel like people forgot, what she did with Impact. Because Chelsea Green didn't really do much in WWE. NXT maybe a little bit more, but barely nothing compared to what she did in Impact.
You wonder what happened if she didn't get hurt those twice times she debuted on SmackDown.
True. But you remember Deonna Purrazzo when she first came into the scene, oh man, wasn't she a jobber in WWE? And look at her now.
That's true.
But I think it'd be a good match.
They didn't debut Deonna Purrazzo as a mystery opponent though. Oh my god, who's it going to be? Who's
right.
it?
True. Could it be even Gail Kim? Could be Madison Rayne.
No, she's retired. Both of them are retired. So I don't know who else is left.
Well, I mean, not for nothing. I mean, you have to really think. Could it be Ruby Riott, actually?
I did hear that name as a possibility.
Because you got to think about the date, right? We all knew it was synonymous with the no-compete clause.
Do we now? With Aleister Black?
You know what? Great point. Let's fucking talk about this.
Who knows?
Oh, my Lord.
What other fucking fuck up they done?
Were you surprised?
Okay. I had a feeling you were going to ask me this question.
Okay.
Because it's a natural question.
Yeah.
Not an insult. Fair question.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was not, because I didn't watch it live.
Okay.
So I got the notification before I started watching it, Aleister Black debuts. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I saw his debut. I'm not doing the math in my head of how many days. So I wasn't even thinking about the non-compete clause. We talked about it last week, 2 weeks ago with Green Man, about the certain clause. NXT talents get 30 days. Main roster gets 90 days. They fucked up his contract, whatever. I don't know if I would have been surprised. Because the rumor was he was going to AEW. Same thing with Andrade. I'm like, all right, he's coming out.
There were also possible rumors that he was going to go to New Japan.
So I don't think I would have been too surprised, but it was taken away from me for not watching it live.
I was pretty surprised because I thought it was so soon. You know, I thought it was.
So you were aware at the time.
Well, I mean, he was just released.
I wasn't aware. I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't know the date he was released. I'm like, oh, okay.
It just happened. I mean, he was like the later cuts as opposed to.
He was released with their Braun Strowman.
Yeah,
that was like a month ago.
Not
It
even.
was 35 days ago. As of Tuesday.
Okay.
As of Wednesday, I mean.
So like he was like the later cuts. He wasn't the first round of cuts. Malakai Black though.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about the name because did you hear? Did you watch the clip then, or did you see it?
Oh, I watched it.
Okay.
And I got a problem with it.
All right. So
I think I know what you're going to talk about.
Talk to me, man. Like the commentary.
Yes.
Okay.
I think they fucked it up.
They fucked it up.
So
was it commentary or is it creative? I don't know.
I don't know. Aleister Black debuts. Out of nowhere, lights go out, he appears mysteriously. I'm sure you guys know what happens. He comes out, but like Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone, like, who is this guy? Or could that be him? Like, we know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, Excalibur goes, that's Malakai Black. How the fuck do you know?
Meanwhile, they already dropped Tommy and Sam.
Thank you. Like,
twice.
Where did Malakai Black come from?
No, that's Malakai Black. What the fuck?
That's who?
Who?
So yeah, I noticed that too. I'm like, was that a fuck up? Did the old farts fuck up, or was Excalibur just trying to like, oh, this is his name now, push his name? Okay, anyway, it happened.
I feel like that's an Abel move.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's a fair assessment.
I feel like the Abel would do something like that, but
I feel like
I feel like Abel has done something like that. Actually.
Yeah, probably. I think him revealing his name should have been a bigger deal.
It should have been.
That they should not have mentioned Tommy End,
or it should have been Tommy End.
I don't like that name either. I think it's a stupid name. It's not marketable. It's not sexy. It's not appealing to me.
I don't know, man. Like I dig it more in Malakai Black.
Again, why are you feeding off his fucking WWE gimmick? Again, I don't know what his gimmick was before WWE. But like, why do you need his last name?
Right.
He has his own character. Give him a whole new genre or shtick. No, you're sticking with the Aleister Black gimmick, only with a new first name. Okay.
Can we talk about the pop?
Was there one?
There's a huge pop.
Okay. The volume was low, so I was doing something else. But
huge pop.
Okay. I get that. The crowd was surprised. It was a surprise debut, so I guess I would pop too if I was there.
Like, that was amazing. Because think about it. How long has it been since we really heard a pop like that?
True.
You know, maybe Andrade had one, but we couldn't really hear it because the show was on while we were doing
I feel like that was less of a surprise.
Right. I'm sure there may have been one, but like, that was my first time really hearing a pop in quite some time. It was cool to hear. Obviously, Aleister Black, or Malakai Black, excuse me, they're trying to be him as a heel since he attacked Arn Anderson and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
But that fan reaction, I don't know, man. I don't know. People are going to be very much on his side. He's got to do something.
Well, I don't know if it was a reaction to him. I think it was just a reaction of a former WWE guy surprising out of nowhere being there.
I don't know, man.
See what happens when he cuts a promo. See what happens. I'm sure he's
got to do some like more heelish shit. If anything.
I'm sure he will.
Because I feel like people are like over Cody Rhodes.
I think so too.
I don't know why. Like, I saw his match with QT Marshall, the strap match. It was damn good. I know a lot of people hate on QT Marshall. He made QT Marshall look like a stud. Damn good strap match. And Cody Rhodes, like, he knows what he's doing in the ring, psychology-wise, to, like, get the fans over. And he does. Even with all the hate he gets on Twitter compared to Triple H, yada, yada, like, all that shit. Like, he's only cared about himself getting over. Like, how? How is he getting himself over? He's not allowed to go for a world championship run. He's honored that. So I don't get it, but it seems like people are dying to hate on Cody. So this might be a way for like a double swerve.
might become the cool new thing to do.
I hate those trends, man.
Don't we all?
But
what was your TV takedown of the week?
My TV takedown, I have to say, was SmackDown. Edge, Roman Reigns, I think their storyline is, I'm really digging it.
Mm-hmm.
It's storytelling 101. You have two guys right there that really know how to tell a story with their facial reactions, with their promos, with their words, their presence. They're doing it all, and I'm digging these bring back moments that Edge is doing from WrestleMania with the. Was it not pipe, but like the part from the chair?
The chair part, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it. Like it's from the base of the chair. I'm enjoying it, man. It's getting me amped up for the match of Money in the Bank. It really is.
The match we should have watched at WrestleMania until Daniel Bryan somehow got involved, and you saw Daniel Bryan 1-on-1. I'm happy to see this match 1-on-1.
Yeah, I'm dying to see it. It's the match I never knew I wanted.
Yeah. I was watching Roman Reigns open up SmackDown, by the way, since you brought him up.
We're going here. Okay.
Not his delivery, not what he was saying, but his body language and the cadence in which he spoke.
Yeah.
Kind of got Rock vibes.
Oh, okay. This is not where I thought we were talking about. Okay.
It's just the way the delivery, the cadence in which he spoke certain lines. I'm like, that's how The Rock delivered lines. So it's The Rock in the family. The Rock helping him? The Rock's not helping him. But I got the Rocky vibes from him.
Roman Reigns, really, WWE fucked up for his first few years of his career. They really did.
I don't want to say fucked up.
Because, look at Roman now. Look at Roman then. We went from succotash to this badass who is easily the best in the roster, SmackDown, Raw, or NXT, NXT UK, you name it. Like, he's the best.
I'm going with AEW Impact too. I think he's the biggest thing in wrestling right now.
Preach. I'm not going to argue that.
Again, I'll never forget this moment.
But they're finally letting him be himself. Go on. Yeah, sorry.
Where my friend was here. He was watching Raw with me. He hasn't watched wrestling in a while. And it was Lana and Rusev's wedding.
Oh, God.
And Roman Reigns crashed it. And he made a couple of jokes.
Yeah.
My friend loved it. He wants Roman Reigns Rickles. Like, let him be funny. Let him not be scripted. Let him be himself. Let him just talk naturally. And what happened? They did the exact opposite. And now we're getting what appears to be more unnatural, more off-scripted, if that is the case, but more natural Roman Reigns, and it's coming off so much better than the scripted, forced down my throat face Roman Reigns.
And Chris Jericho called it. He said, when they finally let Roman be Roman, watch out.
Yeah.
And he was so right. At first when I heard that, I was like, what are you talking about, bro?
And again, I mentioned it a couple weeks ago, too. Like, I now wonder how great John Cena would have been as a heel.
Oh, right?
Totally. I think they regret that, because it would have been on Hollywood Hogan level.
You know what's unfortunate, though, right now?
Happy anniversary to NWO, by the way.
Oh, cheers to that. Yes, happy anniversary. We're doing a lot of cheers today. Cheers, yeah. Oh, here we go. You know what's unfortunate? We're talking about, like, the shit that Roman Reigns had to go through as trying to be like the babyface, being forced down his throat. You know who I think is going through that same suffering right now?
No.
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. He was a badass heel.
He was a badass heel. At one point, it seemed like he was an okay face. He was getting over, especially when he was chasing Brock Lesnar for the championship. But now it seems like they're scrambling with him. And now he's doing like these long tales of being Scottish. Like, really,
yeah, where are those coming from?
Right? Like, they're forcing the gimmick.
But I'm completely biased here. I am a Jinder Mahal fan. Have been since I've seen him years ago. Completely marked out when he won the championship. But their match on Raw was
a good match.
I felt it was very good.
Yeah.
I think they have great chemistry together.
Of course. I mean,
so him stealing the sword, maybe he cost him the Money in the Bank, and this leads to a rivalry because the Jinder Mahal needs something, Drew McIntyre needs something to keep him out of the picture for a time being.
Yeah,
I think, and that match was good, and this rivalry I think will be good for both of them.
I think it'll be a solid rivalry.
Yeah,
I agree. I think Drew McIntyre needs to stay out of the race for a bit.
Yeah.
Especially with in front of a live crowd, he needs to build that momentum back up again.
Yeah,
because I think he honestly, like, at one point I keep on saying, like, I don't know, is it just me or is he stale? Can't really tell. There's no live crowd. He's getting stale.
And not only
I think it's safe to say
Jinder Mahal is a heel. A lot of people just hate Jinder Mahal because they think he sucks. So teaming him with Jinder Mahal will probably get the crowd back on his side.
I thought he sucked. I don't get the hate on him.
I don't get it either. I'm just saying people hate on him to hate on him.
Did they hate him because of his nationality? He's Canadian. I mean,
yeah, I don't think so. I think they weren't impressed by his championship run. They didn't think he deserved to be champion.
Oh my God, it was the biggest surprise. It was the biggest surprise since Barry Horowitz won the Intercontinental Championship. I am a Drew McIntyre fan, by the way.
Yeah, biggest one in here.
I like him. I just hate what they're doing with him.
But I'm liking what they're doing with Jinder. Do you see him come in with the motorcycle? There's a nice backstory. Then he's stealing the sword. So, good things for Jinder Mahal coming up.
What was your takedown?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're recording the show Friday, July 9th. So this is not a repeat. I always hate to repeat myself. But, NXT.
Oh, okay.
The whole show.
Oh, the whole show.
Was great. But, that main event, Cole and O'Reilly 2. What an outstanding match. And they were getting just under 25 minutes to tell this great story, back and forth, a lot of cool spots. That movie did, oh my God, I'm drawing a blank to me, shout to wrestling. That flipping movie does on the outside, oh my God. These guys have, talk about Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre, great chemistry. They know each other too well.
I mean, yeah, they know each other so well.
It's just, I can watch these guys all day, just take my money, man. I can't wait to the third one, the rubber match. Probably maybe around SummerSlam time, I guess, to take over at SummerSlam.
For sure. And then at that point, Cole's got to go to the main roster.
You would imagine, yeah.
I mean, he's just too good.
But I thought that match was good. Yeah, the LA Knight, Cameron Grimes match, I thought it was better than the ladder match.
That was a really solid match, yeah.
Of course, you knew he was going to lose because Cameron Grimes is just fit to be this comedic butler act. I'm excited to see the vignettes in a couple weeks.
Dude, he totally fits it. It's going to be great. How do you feel about Gargano versus Karen Cross?
I've been loving their promos.
Their promos are great.
Great.
I love the shots that Gargano's getting in on
and they're
Cross.
fucking like.
Hey, I don't think Cross is bad. Is Cross bad in the ring? Am I missing something?
No, he's not bad in the ring.
Because I feel like they
but he's
a lot
not,
of these jabs keep on coming up.
But he's not technically savvy as Gargano or Cole is, of course.
True.
He's just a monstrous beast that Vince loves.
Yeah. I think, honestly, okay, with the announcement with Samoa Joe, I think Cross is going to drop it to Gargano. We're going to see Cross versus Joe. I think Joe's going to cost him title at some point.
I don't know about that because we don't know if Joe's cleared yet.
They're teasing a lot with him. He's going to get physical.
Does he drop?
He's already gotten a physical.
Does he drop it to Gargano and then come up to the main roster? They've already prepared his main roster spot by changing Nikki Cross's name for some reason, which is really confusing because she's Nikki Ash now, but they're still referencing her as Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it's spelled differently.
And what did he say? My goal is to win the World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Championship.
You've never heard anybody in NXT say that before. At least
and main event WrestleMania.
Yeah. I think that's his swan song.
Is NXT losing too many people at once right now? Because if Cross does go soon, is this official? Is Shotzi and Tegan Knox are they officially called up? And we have Tony Storm, as I mentioned, too, being called up. What's going on here? Let's talk.
I'm rubbing my brow right now. I'm so confused.
Okay,
what the fuck's going on? Weeks, Marcus. We've seen a dead battery cell charge up.
Right.
And I read Tuesday afternoon, spoiler, it's for Tegan Knox. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't feel like she was worthy of that build, but okay. So that she comes, she costs Candice LeRae and her team the tag team champions.
Yes.
Candice LeRae was the one to put her on the shelf for a while. All right, so this rivalry is going to continue.
Yeah.
But now she's on SmackDown?
It's just official call up though.
It sounded like it.
It sounded like it, right?
They got new names. They dropped their first names. It's just Knox and Shotzi now.
But on commentary, they did bring up the names, the full names.
Oh yeah, probably. But not on Chiron and
not on the Chiron. No.
Although they referenced otherwise. Was this a rush decision because of Bayley? Mm-hmm. And now we just wait. Did you just waste my time wondering who this charging person was? Like, does Kenneth LeRae get no payoff here? Are they going to get both shows like Kevin Owens was for a while when he first got called up?
That's what I was kind of thinking. Maybe Blackheart and Knox, they win the tag team championships, maybe, and they could go back and forth.
Not anymore because there's no tag team on NXT. It's just Raw and SmackDown, the women's tag teams, because they have their own tag teams down in NXT.
That's right. Well, no, did they?
And then how? Like, I hate to cut you off first, but on NXT, the former NXT Tag Team Champions were Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon.
Yes.
So now they call up Shotzi Blackheart, but give her a new tag team partner.
Yeah, true.
Ember Moon, I don't think wants to go back to the main roster. I think she's happy in NXT.
Seems like
what? You're just giving her a new tag team partner for no reason? What's the story? Why are they paired up?
Oh, by the way, now you mentioned another former WWE main roster guy from NXT possibly being called up again, Finn Balor.
Yeah.
So like NXT, like, if this is the case, if Tegan Nox and Shotzi Blackheart, as we presume, because it seems like they've been called up, Toni Storm is leaving NXT as well.
Yeah.
Finn Balor, Karen Cross, Adam Cole, anytime now.
Yeah.
What happens with NXT? What's going on here? That's a lot of big holes here.
I think they'll be okay because they've done this. They've gone through this before.
Not like this.
Yeah. Before we were watching it, we got a lot of calls up. They suffered the same fate before. I feel like it's just like the same thing. I think Triple H's mentality, like how I feel about college football. Like, you know, these great college stars, and all of a sudden, boom, they're gone when they get drafted to the NFL. What do? What holes do you fill in? They somehow manage to fill in holes. They'll find new stars. You got Diamond Mine coming up. You still got Pete Dunne. Bobby Fish is still around, floating around somewhere.
LA Knight.
Of course.
Oh, but the women's suffering a big hole, too. I mean, like, that's a three names right there.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens, man. But then you have new faces coming up. Hopefully, like Electra Lopez.
Simone Johnson.
Oh, my God. You never get rid of that, will you?
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Not going to happen, buddy. Not going to happen.
I mean, could they possibly sign Lady Frost?
She's a free agent, so who knows?
She's a free agent.
But, man, I think they'll be fine. I think NXT will be fine. They've gone through this before. This is part of NXT. Elevate people to get called up to the main roster. So they'll be fine.
I mean, they always seem to find a way. This is just be a big, like, 1, 2, 3, 4 punch right there. You know, I mean, like...
Well, Tegan Nox wasn't really doing anything because she's been out for a while.
No.
Shotzi Blackheart was floundering. I don't mean floundering in a negative way, but she's been in the tag team for a while. Toni Storm hasn't really done much, really, except elevate, put over Zoe Stark. So I think they'll be fine.
You know, another name we forgot about in the women's part is Frankie Monet.
Exactly, man. They're fine. They're fine.
Okay. Let's see what happens, man.
Still think NXT is the place to be, man.
Do you think Keith Lee goes back to NXT?
Hope so.
Do you think Keith Lee comes back, period?
I don't know.
Right?
No. What would be cool to see in NXT? His wife?
Yeah. I guess whatever's going on with Keith Lee, something's going on here. So she's obviously with him. Or maybe something is to do with her and he's with her. I don't know.
No, because she's supposed to debut like 3 weeks in a row in SmackDown, and that kept getting pushed off. So maybe with the call up of Toni Storm, they'll relegate her back to NXT, and she can shine there because she was doing great in NXT.
Mia Yim is fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love her work.
Before we move on to go home thoughts, there's something I noticed in Impact for the last couple of years now.
Okay.
Let me get your opinion on it real quick. Real quick, please.
Yeah.
We're running way over time.
Try to. It depends on the topic.
You're a big marketing person, right?
Yeah.
You're into marketing, branding.
Media. Yeah. That's what I do.
That's another fucking bill headed your way. Something I've always noticed in WWE. Every superstar wears their shirts. They got to sell merch, right? That's how they make the money.
Yeah.
But on Impact, they're either always wearing an Impact shirt or the shirt of the next pay-per-view coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, they're always wearing either an Impact or now this week was Slammiversary shirts.
Right.
Is that something to do with marketing? Just they had no shirts to sell. Because you see Tommy Dreamer always wearing an Impact shirt. That's something that stuck in my head. Oh, he's part of Impact.
Right.
Is that anything to do with branding or marketing at all, or just they had no shirts to sell?
I mean,
what's the reason here?
I think Impact. So WWE obviously has a way bigger budget, you know. So WWE, it's not like, you know, in the indies. So indie people, like, they're the ones that comes out of their own own pocket to pay for the shirts. You know, WWE has that covered. You know, they have their own merch department taking care of that. Impact doesn't have the same budget as WWE, obviously, or even AEW.
Of course.
You know, as far as what I can tell, like, their salaries that they're paying to Impact people are not great because you still have some people in there that you would think are doing just fine and still have day jobs.
Because I've seen the Good Brother shirts. I want to buy maybe a Good Brother shirt. They don't even have that many shirts to sell.
So this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm getting at. The Good Brothers shirts is probably on their dime.
I see what you're saying.
Like, I don't necessarily know.
Because I think they're available also on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Boom.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is like, Impact, they only have so much of a budget. I'm sure they have a merch department.
They do, yeah.
But it's not that big, so they could only afford to like maybe do their own merch themselves, and the wrestlers cover themselves.
That makes sense. Great answer, Marcus.
That's what I'm assuming based on what I'm seeing here.
That makes sense. I can totally see that.
Yeah.
Based on the corporate structure, how I know it of Impact, the little that I do know of it, that makes sense. Good job, Marcus.
Thank you.
Asked and answered. Cheers.
Cheers.
On that note, let's get some go-home thoughts. What do you got for me this week?
I have a few things to talk about here, buddy.
Okay, great. Take it away.
So to talk about, first off, basketball coming up August 1st. Shane Fair, good friend to the show. He will be hosting it. It is for a good charity. We have faces versus heels in wrestling playing basketball against each other. And our very own Green Man, Abel, will be, as he calls himself, the ass coach or the assistant coach for the faces.
And again, if you heard him here last week when you were away, he knows nothing about basketball.
Nothing. Zilch.
So I think this gives the advantage to the heels here.
Oh, totally. Or maybe he's a plant. I don't know for the heels. But Maybe. But, listen, guys, it's a great cause. You can check them out online for basketball via Shane Fair, social media. Donations are more than welcome. Get your tickets for the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also want to talk about another thing that Shot of Wrestling is involved with. Our very own Jimmy J. Remember him?
Who?
Jimmy J, my man.
Of course. Who can forget James J?
Yeah, who can forget? Jimmy Diners.
Yeah. Or as your good friend Eric calls him, Jimmy Fingers.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's going to be coming back with a watch party sponsored by Shot of Wrestling. It's going to be at Hooters in Queens for SummerSlam.
You had me at Hooters.
I'm definitely going to this, man. I haven't had Hooters in a long time. It's definitely going to be a cheat day for me.
I had Hooters last night.
Oh, did you?
Oh, the restaurant? That's a different story.
Okay. Well, anywho, keep in mind, guys, SummerSlam this year is going to be on a Saturday, not a Sunday. So keep your eyes open for that. Yeah.
That's right. The fight. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, my God. Thank you. I think it's the kickoff of my 2-week vacation before we go to Atlantic City. What great way to go.
Yes, this has to happen, by the way.
Do we get our own rooms?
I don't know. Do you want your room?
I like my own room.
All right. Weirdo. Okay. Fine. You just ruined my buzz right there.
No, did you want your own room?
I mean, are you planning on bringing back hookers and girls to the room?
No, just like quiet. My own shower, my own bathroom, my own bed.
You're such a loner.
Don't they hear you snoring? Talk about sexting with your wife?
I don't snore.
Okay.
I've
talked to your wife.
I literally does. Okay. Proof right there. You don't talk to my wife because I don't snore. She actually complimented me because of the fact I don't snore.
Okay, fine. Whatever you say, boss.
Unless you drink scotch.
There you go.
Different story.
Okay, whatever you say, boss.
Third thing I want to talk about.
So, Shot of Wrestling taking over Atlantic City.
We should. Why don't we do a show there?
Can you bring my shit down with me?
No. Yeah, true. We'll have a vacation.
Yeah, maybe we'll do. Maybe we'll do a live show down there because I want to fucking edit.
Ooh. Okay. Here we go. The last thing I want to talk about, Hollywood's Corner is back after a little bit of a hiatus here. As I went on vacation. First returning guest for a segment, Brother Greatness.
We've had 4 shows. How do you have a returning guest already?
Listen, Brother Greatness, we talked about when he was here last time, talked about he was changing his character, changing the gimmick.
That's right. Oh, my God, that's right. I can't wait.
And here we are. Now we're talking about how it's changed, the reaction to it, what's going on. We also talk about his faith and how it's affecting with wrestling and the people in the back. Fascinating conversation, man. Fascinating stuff. And it looks like we may even be going on a karaoke night one night together. Believe it or not, me and Brother Greatness and some other people in wrestling. Putty, you're more than welcome to come, man. I hope you come. So we shall see. But that show, Hollywood's Corner episode, airs this Tuesday on YouTube. Shot of Wrestling.
Great, awesome. Can't wait to listen to it. I love Brother Greatness.
Awesome guy.
Big fan of his. Oh, now he's an awesome guy. Listen, all that shit you talked behind the commentary table is now gone by Def's ear.
Listen, things change, people change. He's definitely changed. He turned it up a notch. You listen to this interview. You can see easily why he won me over. I would love to manage him at this point.
Really?
I would love to manage him.
Are you allowed to manage other people outside the squad?
I don't even know what's going on with the squad anymore.
Really? Breaking news.
Have you not been listening to the interviews?
Yeah, of course I do. I just
called you out. I just called you
out. I listen to them all the time. We
called you out in your own show.
I totally listen to them all the time. What are you talking about, man? I probably do it verbatim. I wrote down the transcripts.
You're turning red.
It's fucking hot in here. Too many shots of wrestling to that fucking Texas boot you gave me. Tennessee boot you gave me.
Lots of different things going on here with Satsujin and the return of BCW. Don't really quite know the future of it.
Everybody else is coming back, so it has to come back soon, right?
BCW is looking to come back, I think, either September or October, I think the date is now.
Really? Okay.
So we shall see. Excited about that. But, I don't necessarily know what my role is going to be anymore. I don't necessarily know what's going on with Satsujin. We're talking about some major changes here coming up. I'm open to it, though. All I know is I'm still part of BCW. I believe whatever my role is, I'm all for it.
I believe when you're part of BCW, you're part of BCW for life.
Mm.
See what I did there?
Yeah, see what you did there.
20th anniversary of NWO.
Too sweet, maybe.
Too sweet.
That's such a Mark moment. What about you, Putty? Any go-home thoughts for you?
No. Drawing a blank? I think you covered everything I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about the Hooters thing because I love Hooters. And you know there's a restaurant called Hooters, too? Anyway. I'm dying to take a shot of my shot glass.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I won't be here next week, folks.
Oh, that's right.
I have to go for another medical procedure to make sure my cancer's not back.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I mean, it won't be. I'm fine. But I have to go every 3 months for the first 12 months. So this has been 12 months a year later. Still cancer-free. Fucking-tastic.
Woo!
So now it goes every 6 months after this. So I won't be here next week. Next week is the hugest weekend in sports entertainment over the last couple months. We got the second biggest show of the year, Slammiversary, which I invited you to my house to watch it because I'm paying for it like a mark I am, but you have other plans. So again, I will go fuck myself. Anyway, and then the following night, you have Money in the Bank. So I'm like, let's do a live show after Money in the Bank. Again, you have plans. So again, I'll go fuck myself. But in my stead, I believe you have a special guest. Not confirmed yet, but you have some big plans coming up, right?
It's not confirmed yet. I will be taking over the host spot next week for Shot of Wrestling.
Good luck, folks.
And I will have a special guest there.
So I can't wait. You send me potential names. Excited about it. So definitely tune into episode 264 to see who the special guest is. Someone I want to do a show with. But again, I'm going to fuck myself.
You always like to play the victim.
Because I always am the victim. You just treat me like shit. You don't give a fuck about me. You're just using me for your real.
No,
I take that back. You gave me a shot glass. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm just being a dick.
I went to a few different places to check out a place.
With the airport shop, or was it like actual souvenir shop?
It was an actual place on Broadway.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Slammiversary, man. What names are going to debut? We don't know, but talk about it earlier with Mickey James and maybe Chelsea Green. But what other big names are there, Marcus? Any predictions before we go?
I mean, I think we covered the bases there as far as that goes. Is it going to be someone else that we just don't even know of? Maybe an indie talent? Could be a legend. I think it's most likely going to be either Mickey James or Chelsea Green.
Because at this point, I forgot the names that were released in April. Because there's been so many other releases since.
Or are we going to get swerved and it's going to be Kimberly?
No, we're not getting swerved.
Okay.
Because last year they delivered.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what names debut in Impact. Impact Slammiversary set next Saturday. It's going to be the first time in front of a live crowd. They're coming back to crowds too.
That's great.
So wrestling coming back, and you have BCW coming back in the fall. Can't wait.
Yeah, finally, man. I'm itching for BCW to come back. I miss wrestling so much. I've been crazy busy so far, and
doing what?
Auditions are coming back, so I've been auditioning.
Okay.
And
any auditions for musicals?
No. And I started a new business, as you all know, local media. So I've been working
another invoice,
very hard on that. The website is now officially up, localmediaco.com.
But so you've been working hard.
Totally, yeah.
So you like it that way?
Yeah. Oh no. I want it that way.
There it is. I'm never going to give that clip up. Fantastic. So anyway, my drink's done. Let's get another drink, Marcus, in my new Nashville Poot shot glass. So for your
favorite actor, the Hollywood assassin Mark Schwann.
Check out Shot of Wrestling on YouTube for your Brother Greatness Part 2 interview. I have been your host at Muggle J. Putty. I'll be back in 2 weeks. So until then, Putty out.
Hey baby, I hear the bell ringing, hip tosses and body slams. Oh my. And maybe you seem a bit confused, yeah baby, but I got you pinned. Ha 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 ha. But I don't know what to do when I see them with that golden case. They're cashing it in. Authority all in my face. What is a man to do? Good night, everybody.